don't consume a ton of streaming content myself, anytime I saw a Jynxzi clip pop up on TikTok or pop up on Twitter, it definitely had me cracking up.
Dude, I look like Rey Mysterio. 619!
But honestly, ever since Jynxzi met Brecky and he started dating that 304, Jynxzi has become one of the most unbearable people on the entire internet. I mean, from breaking up with her multiple times, to crying on camera about it, and then of course, getting mad at everybody for bringing up the fact that your girl is a street sweeper, Jynxzi has done nothing but take L's and look like a complete fool since the day he met Brecky. And honestly, this beef with Clix is just the next antic that makes him easily one of the softest streamers on the entire internet. So back in April, I uploaded a video titled Jynxzi, the softest streamer on Twitch. And we talked about a situation where Clix and Jynxzi and another streamer were having a 2v1 on Rainbow Six, which is the main game that Jynxzi is obviously known for playing, and Clix and the other streamer won. Well, Clix thought it would be funny to post a picture of him signing his Fortnite code on Brecky's tits after he won the 2v1.
Well,
Ask Clix about the picture. Yo, Clix, what picture did you show chat? You posted it 2 minutes ago.
Now keep in mind, at this point, nobody knew that Jynxzi and Brecky were dating. They did a few streams together, but nobody had any clue that they were actually dating. So when Clix was doing this, he was just trying to be funny. I mean, this girl let him do that, so really it's her fault, not Clix's anyways. But Jynxzi didn't like that shit at all, and as a matter of fact, this ended up ruining their friendship.
And I can't speak on him.
Bro, Ron, we all stream. Bro, he's obviously just doing it for clips, bro. And that's fine. But it's not even just the tweet. It's not even just the tweet. Bro, it's not even just the tweet, bro. Dude, I'm literally getting texted that you showed it. I'm getting texted by my IRL friend that you showed it on stream when you know I can't even look at your stream twice.
If you boys are interested in the whole breakdown on that situation, I would definitely recommend you check that video out. But once this entire situation kind of wrapped up, we thought it was over. All Clix did was post a stupid little picture. It's really not that big of a deal. And honestly, it's your girl's fault for clapping her ass for any dude with a big enough wallet. But I guess this was a big deal to Jynxzi because we found out just a few weeks ago that he's been holding a grudge with Clix over this Brecky shit for months. So Jynxzi just recently held his first ever boxing event, which he himself actually fought in. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you boys, I'm not even saying this to hate on Jynxzi. It actually might have been the worst fight I've ever seen in my entire life. Even though the guy he was fighting was built like fucking Peyton Manning, the fight still came down to a decision, where obviously Jynxzi won because he was hosting the boxing match. He probably fucking employed the referee that gave him the winning decision. But even though that fight was honestly embarrassing, I wouldn't dare show my face on the internet after being seen fighting like that. But Jynxzi was absolutely gassed up over it, so much that he was actually reacting to it on stream. And that's when he read out this message in chat.
Listen to Clix versus Jynxzi in boxing? I'll make this offer. If Clix boxes me and wins, I will give him $100,000. If I win, I'll give him nothing. Or no, if I win, he gives me nothing. So let me re-say that. I'll box Clix. If he beats me, I'll give him $100,000. 100K. If I win, I don't want anything.
Now, Jynxzi obviously seems extremely confident when he says this. He even goes as far as to say when he beats Clix, he doesn't even want any money. He just wants to fight Clix. But once Jynxzi realized that Clix can actually fight and that he's practiced boxing before, Jynxzi quickly switched up and says he needs at least a little bit of time to practice before the fight.
Clix, I said 30 days? When I didn't know you've ever boxed before. That's fair, right? I've boxed one time in my life. I've never had training. If you give me 2 months to train, dude, Clix, unfortunately, I'll have to slump you, but I just need 2 months. That's it.
which is honestly such a bitch move. How are you gonna call somebody out for a boxing match and then a couple weeks later say, oh, my bad, actually, I need to practice before this boxing match? That makes you look like such a bitch. It would be one thing if someone called you out for a boxing match and you said yes, but then said you need to practice first. No, Jynxzi, you called out Clix. You said you want to fight Clix. How are you gonna backtrack that and say that you need to practice first before the fight? And then literally the same exact day, later that night, Jynxzi posts this on TikTok.
Life is very, very fucking simple. Are you better than you were yesterday? Doesn't matter if you're good, great, talented, untalented, skinny, fat, old, young. Are you better than you were the day before? That's it. You never, ever stop competing with yourself until they put you into the fucking coffin.
Who the fuck does this guy think he is? Jynxzi, shut the fuck up and go scream into the mic some more. You are not special, bro. Bro gets into a relationship with a generational bop and thinks he's the shit. We all know you went to sleep after taking that video, Jynxzi. So both Jynxzi and Clix agree to do $250K to the winner of the boxing match on August 15th.
$250K August 15th. I have 30 days.
And they agreed to this on the phone, on stream, and then the very next day, they had the Jynxzi versus Clix press conference, where we really got to see just how delusional and just how upset at Clix Jynxzi really is.
Clix, the whole point of this is so I can knock you out. If you have headgear, I can't knock you out. I have one specific vision in my mind. Your face, right into the mat, no movement at all, trainers picking you up, oh, I can't play FNCS now. I will not sleep. I will not stop until that is perfectly executed to a T. Until that dream becomes a reality, I won't stop.
And during this press conference, Jynxzi tries to claim that he never agreed to do August 15th for $250K.
Oh, you said originally for $250K locked. You said August 15th, $250K locked. Then you went back on your word, correct?
I never said $250K locked August 14th.
You said
or September 14th. I never said that.
You said August 15th. Yeah.
And when Clix says he doesn't want to do the fight if there's no money involved, Jynxzi then tries to say that he's afraid to fight, even though Jynxzi was the person that brought up money in the first place.
I'm not doing it for no money, bro. I got way too much shit to focus on right now. If I'm not going to get paid out for this shit, then there's no point for me to do it.
Clix.
And that's just, I'm just being honest, bro.
No. This is like next level. Like, Clix. Dude, if you want to duck the fight because it's 60 days from now, just duck the fight. Don't say that.
Jynxzi originally said he would pay Clix $100K if he won. Then they both agreed to do $250K. It sounds like to me Jynxzi is the one that's afraid to lose the fight. If he was so confident that he's gonna win the fight, he would be willing to do $1 million. The only reason he doesn't want to do more money, or he's afraid to do money in the first place, is because he thinks he's gonna lose the fucking fight. So then eventually he goes back to his original offer where he said he would pay Clix $100K if he won, and Jynxzi would get nothing if he won.
No, we're doing the original offer that you said. That's what we're doing.
So the original offer I said was $100,000 if you win and $0 if I win. That was the original that I said. So you're down to do that?
I'm down to do that. Locked.
All right, we can do that.
Cool.
I don't want any dime when I win. You already know what I want.
Which is actually so fucking weird if you think about it. Like, why would Jynxzi want to take the time out of his day to train for 2 months to fight Clix for no fucking reason at all? And he doesn't just want to fight Clix. You saw the clip at the beginning of the video. He wants to knock Clix the fuck out. He even goes as far as to say that when he knocks him out, he's gonna take a picture of it and have it as a screensaver.
It doesn't matter if you pop out in an M4 tomorrow or in a new penthouse. It doesn't matter. Your face is in the mat, and it'll just probably be the screensaver on my phone for 3 weeks. That's it, bro. That is genuinely it.
That is some weird fucking behavior from a grown man. And so finally Clix just asked Jynxzi, why the fuck do you have so much anger towards me all of a sudden? And Jynxzi tries to say it's because Clix has too much of an ego and he feels like it's his duty to knock that ego down as much as he can.
I do think, like, it is my responsibility to, like, bring down your ego a little bit. I 100% have an ego. I'll never say I don't have an ego. You have 100 times the ego that I have. Every single time I see a clip of you, whether it's on Twitter, TikTok, you're either in a new car, a new penthouse, Clix. Nobody gives a fuck. No one cares.
Which is actually so fucking insane. How small does your dick have to be? Have you ever seen somebody on the internet that has a little bit of an ego and you're just like, damn, I need to fucking knock him out and bring his ego down? Fuck no, bro. I'm not that bothered by other people. Why would I feel the need to bring another man's ego down? Get his dick out of your fucking mouth, Jynxzi. What is your problem? This is some super fucking weird behavior, especially from someone who has their own things going for them. Jynxzi is one of the biggest, if not the biggest streamer right now on Twitch. He's a fucking multi-millionaire. Why is he so bothered by Clix? Well, the truth is, we all know the answer. Jynxzi just isn't willing to admit it. And so finally, after Jynxzi danced around the question a little bit, Clix just straight up asked him, are you mad at me because of the Brecky Hill situation? And Jynxzi fucking ended the call.
Do you hate me? Do you hate me because of all this Brecky shit?
No, man. I don't hate you because of that.
No other way would make me feel this way unless it's a girl.
Well, no, it's not. Bro, Clix, it's...
The only way I'd feel about this about any man is over a girl.
All right, Clix, do you got all the rules, man? September 14th?
Got it, bro.
All right, man. I'll see you September 14th.
And just to add the cherry on top of all of it, as soon as he ended the call, he told his chat he was gonna go train for the fight and ended stream.
All right, I'm gonna go train. Peace.
Now, unfortunately, at the time of me making this video, Clix actually did pull out of the fight. And although I am disappointed in that, I really did want to see this fight. Clix really did give some good reasons as to why he's not going to fight Jynxzi.
Why the fuck am I going to throw my FNCS, my FNCS Globals, which is the main fucking stage? After FNCS Globals, we have OG season, I'm leaking. We have OG season FNCS, which is going to be the most viewerships. It's going to be just like fucking last one, especially with FNCS. Venno has to go to EU. I have some plays in the fucking making. I'm not going to say anything. We have a busy fucking year. We have the busiest fucking year ever, bro. Why the fuck am I fighting? I'm fighting over a fucking, for ego. I'm fighting over ego. I'm literally fighting over a fucking ego. I'm fighting over, it's not, the thing is, it's not even boxing. Boxing is a fucking sport. It's like a fucking good sportsmanship. This is fighting of two fucking streamers who have egos going at it over a fucking girl that's not my girl. So that being said, I'm not doing it within the next couple months.
Even if you don't agree with his FNCS reasoning, even though it is a valid reason not to want to do the fight, why would Clix actually want to fight Jynxzi? This isn't like those other YouTuber fights where it's in a huge arena, people are paying money to see it, it's on TV, and these YouTubers are usually making $1 million or more just to fight each other. That's not what this was gonna be. This was an emotionally driven fight. Jynxzi wants to fight Clix because Clix fucked his girlfriend. That's just the truth. We don't have to sugarcoat it anymore. Clix was all up deep inside of Brecky Hill, and that's why Jynxzi wants to fight Clix. Clix isn't mad at Jynxzi. Jynxzi is mad at Clix. So of course, Clix isn't gonna want to take time out of his day to train for a fight that he gives no fucks about. The only person that cares about this fight is Jynxzi. And of course, as soon as Jynxzi heard that Clix was pulling out of the fight, his dick instantly got hard.
I literally agreed to everything, chat. I'm so smart. I called this absolute buttermilk ass fucking pancake because it doesn't matter. Clix, I don't care how many nice cars you have and what penthouse you live in. I can see the pussy in your eyes, bro. There's two types of people in this world, bro. There's people where you can just see the pussy in their eyes, and then there's people where you can't. It's 50-50, bro. I could always see the pussy in Clix's eyes. I could see it in his haircut. I could see it in his eyes. He was never going to step into that fucking ring under any circumstance.
And honestly, boys, I would have showed you more of the clip because he kept yapping, but this little fucking pudding cup likes to copyright my videos, so I have to cut the clip short sometimes. Jynxzi is softer than an oatmeal cream pie, which by the way is exactly what Clix was doing with your girl like 7 months ago. I mean, let's just be honest here. Who is really the bigger cupcake? The guy that's willing to drop out out of the fight because he knows he's too busy and he won't have time? Or the guy that wants to fight another dude because his girl couldn't keep her legs closed? Who's the bigger bitch in this situation? It's Jynxzi. As a matter of fact, I'ma say it with full confidence, Jynxzi is the biggest bitch right now on the entire internet. Bro is 22 years old, trying to fight over a bop, trying to fight another man that has no interest in fighting him. That is the most high school level shit I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, I don't know how people still watch Jynxzi. I could have understand it a few months ago, but seeing just how much of a fucking crybaby bitch loser he is, how can you actually seriously sit there and watch him? Is Jynxzi just gonna try to fight everybody that makes fun of his girl? Like, honestly, what is the point of all of this? Even if Clix did the fight and Jynxzi beat the shit out of him, Clix still fucked his girlfriend. That's still a dub if you ask me. There's nothing Jynxzi can do that will change the fact that Clix fucked his girl. I mean, Clix was all up inside Brecky's shit. And apparently Clix actually knows Brecky's former boyfriend. And according to Clix, Brecky and her former boyfriend broke up, and the very next day, she was over at Jynxzi's house streaming with him.
And if anybody knows the real reason why I don't like that girl, I have nothing against Jynxzi. I have everything against that girl. Let me tell you why. If y'all know Steve, they were in a fucking 1.5 year relationship. Broke up with Steve. One day after, started dating Jynxzi. Why? Why?
Now, why do you think she was doing that? Do you think she fucking saw Jynxzi and was just head over heels rolling on top of him? Or did she want a little bit of that free clout? Let me ask you a question. Did you know who Brecky Hill was before she started dating Jynxzi? I'm going to say pretty confidently that 95% of you didn't. That's all I really need to say to prove my point. And the fact that Jynxzi is getting this upset over a girl that is using him for his clout is one of the saddest things I've ever seen in my life. If you were to ask me, Jynxzi is doing way too much right now, and he needs to fucking relax. With that being said though, boys, I am going to end the video right here. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely don't forget to hit that like button and drop a sub on the channel. We did just hit 30K a few days ago. Thank you boys so much for that. Every single day we get closer and closer to 100K, and I'm just so grateful for each and every single one of you for supporting the channel. With all that being said, boys, I appreciate you so much, and I will see you in the next one.